Alright, it pains me to have to make this video because PARTYNEXTDOOR has always gotten my respect based off the fact that he created this whole trap R&B flavor that a lot of us cling to in times of crisis. And what I mean by in times of crisis is when you don't have a playlist and you got your girl coming over, or any girl, any chick you're trying to talk to, or you're in the car, you're trying to set the mood while you're on the way. Everybody had a PARTYNEXTDOOR song in the playlist. He was the go-to. You know, his music was there. He created that wave, that thirst mentality, simp thing. That's his wave. Before Bryson Tiller, before Ellis Ostre, before Tory Lanez, before a lot of these artists that are doing this sound currently, he was the one that started this, right? Not to be confused with The Weeknd's dark R&B flavor, because The Weeknd had his own wave going on. He still does. The Weeknd's voice was a little bit too soft for me to imagine myself crooning over a girl to this kind of music, reminding me more of Michael Jackson than a guy with a six-pack that's coming in with the long schlong. I don't know why I just said that. Why would I imagine that? What I'm basically trying to say is PARTYNEXTDOOR is responsible for a great feat in rap slash R&B. I guess you could consider that a subgenre. So knowing that, give him your respect. But I gotta tell you, there hasn't been a project that he's come out with since PND 2 that's been extremely impressive to me. And for a lot of people, PND 2 was mediocre. I don't feel that way because I got a lot of enjoyment and found a lot of use out of that project. But with PND 3, the Colors EP that came out this year, and the 7 Days shit, it's like, dude, what's going on? Like, I know the OVO camp is sapping you dry for hits right now, but I haven't heard a hit come out of OVO for a minute. And then you release an EP and I hear all of this shit and I'm like, why? Nobody took your songs this time. You got nobody to blame but yourself. This was probably the most boring, uninteresting, repetitive... What? And he was basically building up this EP release as if this was going to be something special or monumental, and I listened to the whole thing and I'm like, where the hits at, Party? Where they at? I mean, the one with Hazley, I see him trying to make this a little bit more radio friendly, but he sounds like he sounds like somebody shrunk him down inside and put him in an episode of Tom and Jerry for an entire episode. The whole time he's trying to keep Jerry safe by keeping Tom asleep with this music that he's making. There's a lack of structure, a lack of replay value, a lack of interesting topics. You know, knowing that PARTYNEXTDOOR is the artist he is, we're used to him crooning over some female or telling her why she needs to be crooning over him. He took the simplest little details and the simplest little things in life when it came to relationships and dramatized them to the point where you can make a full song out of it. That's kind of what I liked him for, but on this, it's just like he doesn't care. Like, let me just put these songs on here and give him something to listen to, with none of the things that attracted me to his music in the first place. Not to mention that the dude literally just sounds like a Young Thug ripoff these days. And I'm not even hating. Like Young Thug, when he does this thing with his voice, it comes across authentic. Like, he does it with such animation and such heavy detail. His voice is so refined and it doesn't even slur when he's making these stupid noises with his voice that it actually sounds okay. But PARTYNEXTDOOR doing it, it's just like, why are you making this noise? Like, I didn't ask for this. I didn't ask for this. I think he said he was dropping 3 projects this year, and so far we got Colors and we got 7 Days. The thing about the beats on the project that, in my opinion, hold it back is the fact that they're very, 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 very safe and censored and formulated. Like, there's no, oh man, let's use this crazy beat. Like, that's what I respected about PND 3, was the fact that although it wasn't the greatest project lyrically and it didn't really maintain that strong sense of dramatization that PND 2 did, PND 3 at least experimented to some degree with the sounds. This is just like, bruh. I hope this isn't a theme that's going to continue to show up in Party's music. I hope that with you know, all this other music that's been coming out, he can take inspiration, because he's invested a lot into the industry right now. I mean, let's not pretend like he hasn't made some of the most hit songs and sold them to other people. Like, let's not pretend that that didn't happen. Like many others have said, his pen is amazing. But where did he lose the pen when he writes his own projects? Like, I don't get the point of you being an artist and then being this well-renowned like writer. You've been touted in the music industry as someone who writes really well for other people but doesn't write well for yourself. I need answers. I need explanations. I need for Party to come back with this sense of hunger or this sense of constant need to have this imaginary woman back in his life. I need for you to never acquire her. I feel like you've got her now, and you need to let her go again so you can make some better music. Because there just feels like a severe lack of inspiration and lack of drive, or lack of experimentation, or lack of cohesiveness, or lack of exploration with this project. It's just so bland and dry and unappealing. It's like he's a mumble rap R&B artist, and he didn't used to just be like that. Or maybe I'm tripping. Was he just always trash? Like who really, bro? Who listens to this? You gonna listen to this and tell me that's enjoyable? Who are you deep dicking into this song? Who this music? Who are you with? You aren't with anybody listening to this. This is the worst music I've heard all year when it comes to R&B. Like, what is this? Let me stop before my thoughts get away from me even more than they already have. It's Shawn C. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you didn't, you know what to do. Die. I'll see you guys next time. Peace. This thing was really trash.